Hello and welcome to The Buzz, Waynesburg's only entertainment-based show. I'm your host for the evening, Lindsey Stenger, joined with Gywn Napier and Rebecca Vaughan. Tonight's show has all the hype from the Super Bowl, plus all the drama of the Grammys. So I promise you, it's going to be a good one. Don't go anywhere, you're watching The Buzz.
We're going to fade up to camera 3 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, take it.
To start off the show, I feel as if it's only right to talk about the only thing really anyone in Hollywood and most of the United States are talking about, Kobe Bryant. Sunday, January 26, Kobe Bryant as well as 8 other people were victim to a deadly helicopter crash. Bryant was only 41 and the news of his death sent shockwaves through the world. Not only was he a beast on the court, but he was also an amazing husband and father. So ladies, I know it's a really sad thing to start off with, but thoughts on this? I feel like we had to talk about it just because it's one of the biggest things that's happened in the Hollywood realm in a very long time.
Yeah, easily. I mean, when I heard about it, I was actually like in my room going through Twitter.
And it blew up everything, like within a 10-minute time period, it just everything. I was like, what in the world?
Well, I saw it on like one of the not trusty Instagram things, and I was like, this is not real.
Yeah.
And then I got on, like I looked it up on Google. And
Yeah, it was weird because I was on my way here actually, and I stopped somewhere and I looked at my phone, and I hadn't been on my phone for like 3 hours because I was driving, and I just everything Kobe Bryant, and like I knew who Kobe Bryant was. I never followed any of the. I'm not a sports person. Whatever. But like I was just shook. I was taken back, and I feel like because I really wasn't around a lot of people, but I just feel like there was a different aura that day, if that made sense.
Yeah.
Even on social media, everywhere, it was just heartbreaking.
I feel like Kobe was an inspiration to so many.
Oh my gosh.
Because
yeah.
even like the whole Kobe when you're throwing things in the trash can.
Which not a lot of people think about.
Yeah.
And I know in a few years, like when like maybe our kids do it, like I'm sure it'll still live on. Like they'll be like, Kobe, and then they're not gonna even know who it is. They'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But he was, just some stats on him, he was an American professional basketball player, obviously. He was with 20 years with the Lakers. His entire career was with the Lakers, which is wild to say for anyone in the sports, like any sports team ever. It's very rare that they spend their entire career at one team. I don't know why. The team just like left me. But yeah, so he went out. He never went to college. He went right from high school. 18 years old, being drafted in the NBA. Like I can't. Like I think about myself when I was 18 and I was like, who? Could you imagine? And he was like up there. He was doing really well. Like his rookie season, he killed it. I'm not sure. Did you guys watch any of basketball? Do you follow any of it?
Very slightly.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't. But I definitely saw some clips from when
yeah.
Kobe was young, especially when everything was being posted about his career and stuff. And then I know he retired in 2016, and everyone was shocked because he was known as the man that could not be touched. And I think that's what really hit home for a lot of us, was that this man who seemed untouchable, at least on the court, was just gone.
Yeah.
And along with his daughter,
Oh my
I mean, of
gosh.
course there were 8 other people who were involved in the crash, which was heartbreaking enough. But then just to see how close he was with his daughter and all this other stuff, and there were a lot of articles that came out afterwards saying that, could you imagine?
Vanessa's pain.
Vanessa's pain. Oh my word, I feel
Losing
for her.
her daughter and her husband that she dated him since 17 years old.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
I can't even
could-
imagine.
And she said she was just numb to it for the first.
I'm sure because
gosh.
in her mind she just went. They went on a helicopter ride to a basketball game.
Like they normally
It's whatever.
do.
Yeah,
Like,
because
they normally do.
Kobe had an interview where he said that he takes his personal helicopter everywhere to avoid the traffic. So it was like a normal thing.
Genius, really. Like if you have that, I mean, I would love to have a personal one, but yeah, that was just, and I just couldn't imagine both in one shot. And there was one saying could you imagine Kobe? Because there's a bunch of videos and stuff of Gianna and him just being really close because she did basketball and stuff. But yeah, it was pretty
I saw
crazy.
something that said, I don't even know if this is true, but it said when they found them,
That they were holding
one
one. I
to
read
her.
that as
Yes,
well.
I read that. And I was like, oh,
Like my
so
heart was
sad.
not ready in
Yeah.
any way, shape, or form. Like, okay, so just some stuff outside of the NBA. He coached his daughter's basketball team, which could you imagine? So they were going to a practice or a game?
I think it was a game.
I've heard
I'm pretty
both.
sure it was a
Okay.
game.
So can you imagine like that team just waiting for their coach to arrive and it just never happened?
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. But he also, besides basketball, he won an Academy Award. Did you guys know that? It's for like Dear Basketball. It was an animated, I don't remember who animated it, but I think it was with Disney because that's just a really good guess if it is. But yeah, so he did a thing called Dear Basketball, which is a poem he wrote. And it won an Academy Award. So it was obviously really well. And it was just kind of his like saying how he grew up and how much he loved basketball and how basketball kind of saved him. Which I feel like you're an athlete, you're a retired athlete. I feel like almost every athlete can relate to that, whether it was basketball or volleyball or soccer or cross country,
Easily.
like any of that. Anyone could do that. But yeah, so that was just a very, very shocking thing. He also partnered with a nonprofit, After School All Stars, which was a part of the Kobe Bryant and Vanessa Foundation, which I thought was super great. And it was just so sweet. When we come back, we've got who's on our best dress list, who's the best performance, and who totally got snobbed. All that and more when we come back. I don't know why I said it, all that. We are back and ready to talk about all things Grammys. So I personally want to throw it to the first thing that comes to my mind. Who was your best dressed?
Well, mine was definitely Lizzo when she came out on stage and she was singing 'Cause I Love You. That black dress.
Yeah, she was thriving. She
looked-
was thriving in her
Oh,
moment.
That entire performance was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
It chills, absolute chills.
Which was shocking to me in performance-wise, just because she's not, like, I've seen a few of her other things, and she really relies on the gimmicks, not so much her, like, actual voice or anything. But I think she's starting to come into who she is as a performer, which was really nice. But, yeah, she was dressed beautifully, right?
Mine was definitely Ariana Grande. Her dress was just so beautiful.
We can agree to disagree on that one, because
not
she's
like it?
actually on my worst dressed.
Oh, I loved
Yes.
it.
Wow.
Like, I loved the top. The top was so pretty. It just, like, she's such a small girl, and she was just overpowered so badly. But I say that this year was the year for the men, because Billy Porter continues to kill it. Like, every single, I swear he's just an icon at this point.
yeah?
He continues to kill it, and I love it. I love it. I also love Lucky Day. He was wearing the teal suit. There were just, all the suits were so nice. And dare I say it, the females were the accessories this year. Usually, the men are the accessories to the girls. This year, definitely boys killed it. And then we have Trevor Noah, whom I'm not a huge fan of, but his silver suit looked really, really good on him.
They
But
really came for the bright colors.
They
this
did,
year.
and I loved it. I was always here for it, because I always do like the boring black or whatever. Occasionally we'll have a print suit, but they just, I mean, Shay Mooney from Dan and Shay, I'm not sure if you guys are Country's fans, but he wore that hot pink suit. I said, okay, I get it. I was living for it. And then anybody else that you wanted honorable mentions?
I really liked Billie Eilish's all Gucci outfit.
She's so cute.
I know.
I love
Most
her.
people would say that it was kind of an ugly outfit.
I thought
Gucci's-
it was awful.
Yeah.
Gucci is ugly in general. Like,
Oh,
have
yeah.
you ever seen?
Oh,
It
yeah.
I
is,
don't
yeah.
understand.
I don't understand why people say
it's
so
like-
much.
It's
for
just
it.
because it's a
Yeah,
like
designer.
It's comedically ugly.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
then it just makes it good. And I love that about her style.
And that's
She
that
does
is her
definitely have
style.
her own style.
Oh, yeah.
Which she stands out because of that.
I mean, who else is gonna go with bright green roots.
Yeah.
Like out in public, I mean. I hate it when my roots are showing. I don't want green roots.
Oh.
But yeah, no, she killed it in her own way. We'll leave it at that. The outfit itself, ugly. Gucci's always ugly. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we were stressed. Did you guys have that? No, yes.
I
no
said
opinions.
Billy Porter.
All right.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
So I'm gonna need some evidence to back
Listen,
that
I need to
opinion
find
up.
one of those hats, okay?
Yes,
so when
hats?
my social anxiety starts kicking in, I can just close it.
That was so funny. He's just standing on the red carpet. He just like pushes the button and it just shuts.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay.
He
It's
literally
just
had a
too
button.
much.
Like, that is so extra.
I know,
Yeah.
and I love everything about it. I love
And his
everything about it.
boots, his coach boots
Yes.
that were like covered in rhinestones.
That boy
wow.
continues to kill it because he was
yeah.
the one. He was one of the first men to wear like the suit dress. You know, like, do you guys remember that? Like, he wore a suit. Like, it was a suit top, but then the bottom was like a floor, not a floral, but like a very tully skirt, and it looked so cute. And I was like, if anyone could kill it, if anyone could pull that look off, definitely Billy Porter, without a doubt. I also have Ariana Grande. Sorry, forgive me. I know, repent. I know, because everyone that I've talked to loved it.
Okay, it would have been better in a different color. Like,
Not
I wasn't feeling gray on her,
Yeah.
definitely. Like, I like the style of the dress, but like a burgundy or something like
And
that.
she's also super pale, so like
Yeah.
it washed her out. And the makeup really didn't do her any justice either. I mean, she's beautiful anyway. She looks beautiful. But moving on from best worst dress, we'll go into winners. The big winners of the night. Billie Eilish.
Oh,
yes.
and her
First
brother.
woman ever to win all 4 awards, like of the big awards. I was like, oh, all right. And I mean, she did not expect that. I mean,
No. Yeah.
she knew she had a great year. Everyone knew she had a great year. But like, whoa. I was not expecting her to take all of them, especially the people she was up against.
Oh,
like,
she wasn't expecting it either.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
like when she went on stage and she was like, Ariana Grande, you should have like won because
That-
you helped
and
me
that's
through
what I love
so
about
much.
her too.
Yeah, she was like, I'm not gonna waste your time. Like,
She's so humble, and I'm just like, oh, my heart.
There was something I read while she was sitting in the seat waiting to hear who won. She was actually mouthing like, "Oh, I hope it's not me. I hope it's not me." And I read somewhere that it's because of all the backlash she might receive
Oh,
from
yeah.
it.
Oh, because we, us as a public are not very nice,
Yeah.
but I get it. Also, Lizzo won some awesome awards. She won one of the first ones of the night, which was the best pop solo. Which, okay, totally not like I'm not surprised by that. Truth Hurts was literally everyone, every
yes.
single female's like anthem, whether they were in a healthy relationship or not.
Like, just jam into
Literally,
it.
I love the tweets through like me, like, and then quotes the lyrics, and then it's like, as I say, sitting beside my amazing boyfriend. But yeah, so we also have Tyler, the Creator, who won a Grammy for the first time after a very long time. We also have Tanya Tucker. You said you're a country fan, so Tanya Tucker came back, like, she's been gone forever, and she just came back and took like all of the country categories. It was like, okay,
crazy.
I'll take that one and that one. And then someone we didn't see was Lana Del Rey. I was kind of shocked. I mean, she really didn't come out with a lot, but she's just so good of a like performer, a singer, that I would have expected her to get something.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. And then performances. You said you loved Lizzo's.
I absolutely.
What about you?
Demi Lovato, definitely.
Oh, girl.
When she started crying, I felt for her because she went through so much this past year.
And this is her first performance in 2 years, and I was like, that was the best performance to possibly bring
And the
back.
song, I feel like the song represented her.
Yes, and it was a
Wow.
song that we've never heard before.
Yes.
So like, not a people were like, oh yeah, whatever, but it was still so good.
And like, you could just see the tears running down her face. And I
Yes.
just felt for her.
She killed it. She killed it.
And
then
her
Old Town-
dress.
Yes.
The dress was just amazing.
She just looks so good. She's literally a goddess. She is a goddess among men.
She can sing anything. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, she
Anything.
really can. And then Old Town Road, they had the special performance with like 15 different people, and I'm just like, okay.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but I'm
okay.
so over that
It was a
song.
little
As
much.
am I.
That song comes on and I
It needs to die. It needs
It
to
does.
stay
It
in
needs to
summer.
stop.
Like, please.
Yes,
Yeah.
summer music.
And then one thing we had left was the Kobe tributes, which I know we talked about earlier in the show, but that did happen that morning. So that was really something that they did. They did the Alicia Keys one with the Boys to Men tribute, and and then they had the Kobe jerseys like set up, which was really nice. And it was the Staples Center, so that's where Kobe made his legacy, really.
it's his house.
So We have talked about one of the biggest nights in music, so when we come back, it only seems fair to talk about one of the biggest nights in sports. Super Bowl 54 is coming up this weekend, so sit tight, and we'll be right back here on The Buzz.
Have you ever been to the Everly Library? If not, you should, because it's great. They have books of all different genres: history, biography, fiction. Try The Evolution of Life, Life of Pi, or Jurassic Park. So what if books aren't your thing? Try movies, like Frozen, or TV shows, like Lost. Books and DVDs aren't the only thing, though. Take a trip to the second floor. Welcome to the Writing Center. These tutors will tell you everything you need to know about writing a paper, and they'll help revise your essays. Now let's head back down. Behold, the Knox Learning Center. Need to print something out 5 minutes before your next class because you procrastinated? No problem. You can also print off pictures of dogs. Because, well, you can. So grab your homework, laptop, and textbook, and study diligently. Bring your lunch too. Actually, you can't. That's illegal. Now you know the Everly Library. Stop by anytime. Seriously, it's open all week.
Welcome back to The Buzz, Waynesburg's only entertainment-based show. It's Super Bowl Sunday this week, and I am very excited. So we've got a few more days till Super Bowl. So what are you guys most excited for? Because let's face it, nobody really cares about the actual game, especially with it being the Chiefs and the 49ers, who who even are they? Yeah. I don't know. We don't know. Nobody else knows. So what do we think about the halftime show?
I'm excited.
Yes.
I'm very excited.
Yes,
I'm excited.
Shakira and Jennifer
my gosh,
Lopez.
Shakira.
The one thing I'm worried about, though, is that's a strange, matchup.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we have, the strong Latina. I mean, they're both Latinas, but it's just more pop, and it's just, I don't know.
I don't know. I think it'll be a good mix.
Yeah?
I think so.
Do you think they're going to have anybody come with them? Because, I know Super Bowls are notorious for bringing special guest stars really into it. So do you think they have anybody on their list?
I mean, if they do, I'm excited to see who, because I love, you gotta love a little surprise in there.
And I am not worried about Jennifer Lopez whatsoever. Every single performance, literally in the last 20 years, I just don't understand. How old is she? Does anyone know her age yet?
I don't know.
It's 6. Nah, I don't want to say that in case I'm a little over. But she just kills it at every performance. I mean, the Grammys, she killed it. She brought a bunch of people in. So she is notorious for bringing.
If she brings in the Jonas Brothers, I will not be disappointed.
Yes, they're coming back.
Yeah.
I think Pitbull might make an appearance,
yeah.
just because we haven't seen him in a very long time. I would love to see him.
Yeah.
They've done some collabs together too, haven't they?
Yes, they did this On the Floor, a few other ones that I just can't think of off the top of my head. Shakira, though, we haven't seen her in a while.
Oh, yeah.
So I wonder what happened. She kind of just fell off the face of the earth, and then she just pops back in.
Maybe this will be her comeback. Who knows?
Maybe.
I mean, that would be cool.
And I kind of think Super Bowl halftime shows, I might be wrong on this, I might be overrated, but I feel like it's almost overrated. You know what I mean? They are, yes, it's a big performance, it's a good performance, everyone's excited for it, but I don't know if I necessarily, because they talk about it for that week, but have you ever sat there and thought wow, I really thought this guy's from 4 years ago's performance was outstanding.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I can't even remember who
Yeah.
last year. So
The only one I ever remember, there's okay, not the only one, but a few of them that I remember, is the Katy Perry. When she came down,
flew in.
I don't even, she flew in, that's what she
Yeah.
was. I wanted to say she rode on a tiger or something, but she
wasn't
sang
there
I'm a tiger.
a giant? She wrote it there was
Was
a
it a
giant tiger? I think so. Yeah.
Okay,
came in
so
on
I wasn't
something.
wrong, but yeah. And then Beyonce, when she did it a few
Yeah.
years ago.
I remember the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, what year was that?
Didn't Coldplay do one?
Coldplay did a pretty good one,
Yeah.
yeah. And but it's so hard to sit back and think about it, and we amp it up so much, the halftime show, yeah. But does anyone really watch the halftime show either? I feel the Super Bowl is just a reason for people to get together with your friends, eat an insane amount of food, and then just party and have a good time with your friends.
I definitely watched the halftime show over the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, without a doubt,
Yeah.
I would much rather wear that. But I just feel
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not that.
If we don't have people
Grabbing
over
to
at
me.
our house, I stay up for the halftime show.
And then you're
and
like,
then
bye.
I'm done. Yeah.
I just watch it for the commercials.
Yep.
Yes. Speaking of the commercials, who are we excited for?
I'm always excited for the Budweiser commercials just
They're
because they're so
cute.
wholesome. And I love Clydesdales so much. Like, I really want one.
Yes, and like first of all, love the Clydesdales. I've ridden a Clydesdale, and let me tell you, those things are terrifying.
They're so huge.
You're like, especially for someone who's 5'2", like I'm not a very large human being, so to like climb up on top of this huge monster of an animal and just try to like
They're
maneuver.
so pretty, though.
They're
They're just so
gorgeous. And it's weird to think, like you say, wholesome. The Budweisers are wholesome, and you wouldn't think that coming from a beer, like a
company.
beer
Yes,
company, yeah.
right.
But it shows that they care about us. Like last year, you were saying about how
The dog.
the dog it said don't drink and drive
when
because
he was
somebody
just
needs
waiting.
you.
When he was waiting at the door. Oh.
Yes, it literally
It was
like
so
it messed
cute.
with my head because I was terrified because it sets it up as if he's not going to come home, and I was like, no, my heart's not
Oh my
ready.
gosh, I know.
Yes.
Wasn't there one where there was like a donkey and he wanted to be a Clydesdale so bad? I think
Yes,
that
that
was
was so cute as
And then the
well.
parade. When he was
Yeah,
in the parade.
that was cute.
That was
Yeah.
so cute. They're just so cute.
Yes, and Doritos always does it really fun. They're always funny. I love that.
And Mountain Dew, too.
Was the Mountain Dew the
yeah.
puppy monkey baby?
I think
I
so.
hate that
Oh,
so
I
much.
remember.
I think it
I'm
was.
having flashbacks to like grade school when all you heard for like the
Was
next
Puppy
week.
Monkey
Yeah.
Baby.
Yes,
There
and
were shirts. Why would you buy
There
a
were
shirt
shirts?
with Puppy Monkey Baby
I
on
didn't
it?
see the shirts.
I'm sure a
Oh,
few
gosh.
people in my high school did that.
Yeah.
Or,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
It
that
was so bad. I remember the Doritos time machine.
Yes.
You guys remember that
That was
one? That
so
was such a
good.
good one.
Yes.
I remember the commercial that Doritos did with the woman who was about to give birth, like have her child.
Yes. Yeah.
I just love Doritos. Also, all of the big name brand sodas always do a good job.
Oh, yeah,
Pepsi, Coke. What was last year's was Is Pepsi okay? And all I can think about is like Steve Carell going, Is Pepsi okay? And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess it is. But yeah, super fun. I'm very excited. Any more?
I'm really excited to see the Rick and Morty collab with Pringles that they're doing.
I didn't hear about that.
did not. either.
They've released a teaser video on it.
Of course they did.
Oh, of course they did. And from what I see, it's gonna be pretty entertaining.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. I'm not surprised. I mean, Rick and Morty is hilarious
Oh my gosh.
anyway, so if they put it together with Pringles, who are not necessarily known to have great commercials, but I don't put it past them. They could, I mean, chips are easy to do.
I don't
Right.
remember any Pringles commercials.
No.
Ever.
I don't actually, now that you say that, I don't
They
even
had
remember.
one?
Yeah, I don't
They
remember if
have
they've even
to.
had one, like, on television, like,
Ever.
actually.
Right.
I don't think I've ever seen a Pringles commercial.
Yeah, I
ever.
don't either. But I always think also Jeep. I love Jeep and Ford.
Yes.
Ford always, they don't have like necessarily like funny ones or
They're just
cute. They're
about-
just well done.
Yeah.
And they're always about exploring and like getting out there.
Yeah, which is fun. But yeah, so I'm very excited. The thing that irritates me though is like, it makes sense though why they would do this, but after the Super Bowl they continue to air them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the Super Bowl is kind of like the big reveal of these cool, fun ones, and then for the next week, that's all you see, and you're just
you're
like,
just tired of them.
okay,
Yeah.
I'm over it.
But you got to think they pay so much money to
Oh, they
make
pay
these
so
long
much.
commercials.
Speaking of the money, oh my goodness, do you know how expensive it is to get like a minute? No, like
Oh,
the
as a
tickets are
commercial.
expensive.
Well, yeah, that's dumb
Yeah.
expensive, cash grab,
Literally, I
ridiculous.
think the least like amount for a ticket is $1,400. The most is $25,000.
Ew,
That's a
okay.
lot of money.
As a student, I
25,000.
definitely cannot
Yeah,
do that.
can't.
But that's just wild. That's all we've got to do on the Super Bowl. So when we come back, we've got the tweet of the week as well as our commentary. Don't go anywhere. You're watching The Buzz.
It's a Saturday night. You know what that means. Time to party. Sam is having a good time, watching sports, drinking beer, playing Pong. Not a care in the world for Sam. Nobody at the party stops Sam. They let him walk out the door with his keys, even though he was stumbling, having a hard time to stand up. What happened less than 10 minutes later would change Sam's life forever.
now that we've tackled what's happening in the Hollywood world, it's time in the show where we share with you our favorites from the Twitter sphere. So Gwen, what do you have for me today?
My tweet is at Whitney Cummings, and it says, sometimes people say mean things because they're sad. And I just feel this is an important tweet because you never know what people are going through. So you should always
That is
be
true.
nice
And when
to
people lash out, it's usually for a reason.
Yes.
All right, Rebecca?
Mine's a little more lighthearted. Mine comes from the Twitter user at Jabuki, and it says, college students be like, I can't wait until Friday night. I'm going to look like a snack with negative 12 cents in their campus account. You're worried about the wrong meal plan.
Okay, I get it. I totally understand that one. My tweet of the week comes from Dylan Bobar. Do you know who that is? He's from the Bachelor. I'm a Bachelor Nation girl. And it says Chase Rice for Bachelor. So anyone who's watched The Bachelor, follows it, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm talking to you out there, okay? We're also going to do some commentaries. So I know you guys have a little bit prepared for me. So Rebecca, how about you start for me?
Well, I'm sure you've seen the video going around where James Corden wasn't actually driving the
Fraud.
car.
It's a
for carpool karaoke. And he actually went and defended himself on his show, like late night, saying that he does drive the car. Only on certain occasions, he doesn't. Like when it's unsafe. There was a few times I was like, okay, if somebody's got a bunch of instruments in the car, then okay, maybe you shouldn't be driving the car. But like just the video showing his SUV on a trailer being pulled by a massive truck.
I'm not going to lie, that hurt me.
Yeah.
It hurt me.
It hurt seeing that.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
admit.
a fraud. Everything in Hollywood's a fraud. It's
Yeah.
fine. All right, Gwen, what do you have for us?
All right, well, as you guys know, Austin Butler and Vanessa Hudgens have broken up after 9 years. That also hurts me.
Yeah.
And
deep.
there's
It
a
got
bunch
deep.
there's a bunch of memes going around that are saying if they can't last, is there even love? Like, is love even real? And
Which is a good question. It's a fair question.
yeah. But I'm kind of hoping that Vanessa and Zach get back together. Zac Efron.
I'm here for it. I
I
understand.
think it'd be a good idea.
I would definitely not be upset about it.
I'd support it.
My commentary is about the girl who slipped, the Allison Morris. I believe that's her name. She slipped and she said about the Kobe thing. In my opinion, I think it's a little bit ridiculous. Everyone's blowing it completely out of proportion. And within a week, it's going to be completely gone and it's whatever. That's all we've got for you today. Thank you for watching. And make sure to tune in next time to find out what's buzzing around Hollywood. Until next time, I'm Lindsey Stenger.
This has been a production of Waynesburg Community Television.